So I've been back in J-Bay for a while now, and been dying to get back into the roles of just fishing and surfing and showing you what goes on down here. But these El Nino conditions have changed a lot of stuff in the area, and as you can see behind me, you can see this mist onto the beach there. It's sort of very, very misty. The water has been absolutely freezing because we've had these heavy onshore conditions. We've had probably the most onshore I can remember ever, and yeah, it's been an interesting, very different summer, and I'll go and show you what's been happening on the beaches and the changes that have taken place. Hey everybody, just an update on J-Bay. You can see it's pretty flat, there's no cars here, and yeah, it's been a serious drought of waves. Although you can see now there's a small little wave just coming down the point. There's supposed to be a little bump coming in this afternoon for tomorrow. Maybe we get a wave at the point this afternoon. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what's happened to the beach here. It's absolutely crazy. Just look at this. There's absolutely nothing left of the beach. I mean, if you look at that big swell, if you look at that footage on the big swell, this was all covered. This was, I mean, all the way up to over there. So this whole section has been totally scoured out. You can see how deep the little ravine is there. All this moss on the rock here is super slippery. I went down to have a cast the other day on the low in the morning, and yeah, I tried to walk out on these rocks just to get to the end. You know, normally we'd be casting into the little gutters, you know, off the beach, and it's just rock. And man, I try to walk out over this rock, and that moss on the rock there is just, it's lethal. It's like walking on ice. And yeah, so yeah, I think I went and got the whole rig organized to go and throw off the beach, or what's left of the beach, and probably did all that in the worst year you could probably ever imagine. It was pretty interesting. I was watching the Pipe Masters this morning, or late last night, and man, just see what the beach looks like at Pipe. I mean, I surfed there in 1985, and man, it didn't look like that with all this that big embankment and how it's been scoured out. It looked very different back in the day. They've also had a lot of problems with scouring of the beaches there. I'm just going to take a walk and go and show you the just taking my slops off, just to go and show you what the keyhole looks like. Oh, it's hot. It's really hot here, and the water is absolutely freezing. You can see that grey cloud bank on the outside there. That's because the water is so cold. Water's been absolutely freezing with all the onshores. Got a nice section next week of some offshore southwesters, and I'm sure that'll sort this water problem out. And let's go and have a look at that gully and just look at this beach looks like, man. It's absolutely incredible to see this. I mean, you can see all the damage from previously with a big swell. Yeah, this was that mega swell that we had last year in August, which did most of the damage up the side of the embankments. And now we've had this small swell which has eroded the beach and pulled all the sand back off of what was left of the beaches. And I mean, this beach used to stretch to over there, you know, and it's just scoured out. It's just all this rock that's been exposed. I've been here 60 years and I've never seen it like this. So yeah, it's going to be interesting for the winter, man. We're going to need a big swell to push some sand from the bays down south of us up here and then around the corner to try and fill these beaches in. Even Supers has got these sort of holes and point as well. There's no sand, so the wave's not even breaking like it used to. So yeah, it's quite sad. I mean, none of these rocks here were exposed before. All this section of rock here, all of this down the side here was all under the sand, and it's been scoured out. It's pretty crazy. And at least there's a little swell today. A foot high. There's Sharon's dogs. Here they've built her staircase again. That staircase was completely missing after the swell. Hello dogs. These crazy dogs chase the oyster catchers all over the place on the rocks. They go swimming in the big surf. They're amazing, these two. These two dogs actually just dive into the surf when it's big and just swim out chasing the oyster catchers. So I actually filmed it and then lost the film of it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and take some more of them. The stars, the J-Bay stars. But just have a look at this. I'll have to pull that old footage I had of when I did the little walk out to the gully and paddled out and show you the difference between when I went out last time and filmed it. Check out this footage of last year August when I walked a young gun out to just show him his way out of the keyhole. Have a look at how much sand was still lying in the keyhole area and how the rock was covered by sand in the whole area. Compared to this, I mean, all of this is completely under the sand normally. I mean, where that sand comes through, it normally just pulls forward like that, you know, and covers all of this. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, it's crazy. Just look at this. Never seen it like this. Yeah, in the original videos you'll probably only see just the tips of these rocks sticking out, like just the tops. You can see where it's sort of less scoured. That's the rest of it was all under the sand, you know. So man, there's tons and tons and tons of sand gone missing here. And here's another example of the keyhole in last year's swell, somewhere around about in July. And then once again compared to today, it's crazy. Yeah, the changing world. But it's a dog's life, not a worry in the world, hey? Where the oyster catchers, hey? Hey? Yeah, all of us who live here love this place and this wave like the rest of the world does. I really hope that the scenario that we're seeing playing out at the moment here and what happened up at Bruces isn't going to be a repeat occurrence. I'm hoping that with the swells that come in the winter, that this sand will be pushed back over again, it'll cover up, and that we'll get some sand out in the break again. So I'll leave you with some archival footage of last year's swells, thanks to J-Bay TV and Mike Ruthnam. Yeah guys, hopefully we're going to have an amazing winter this year. The southwesters are starting to kick in again, and the water's starting to warm up. Hopefully we're going to get some fishing in, and we'll start seeing the beginning of the winter swells shortly. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Ciao for now.